All right, so are you ready to dive into this?
Absolutely.
Let's do it. This deep dive is all about making money, like right now, today. And you sent over this piece called How to Make Money Today. And honestly, the title alone, like, it got me so excited. I was like, yes, I'm always up for some new side hustles.
Of course.
So let's see what kind of gems we can unearth. Now, full disclosure, we're not like handing out winning lottery numbers here.
Right.
But I am betting we'll find at least a few clever tactics that maybe you haven't thought about before.
For sure.
I mean, did you know you could like rent out your car for cash?
Interesting.
Or turn your like weekend baking into some side income?
I heard of that.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. So I'm curious to hear your take on like the overall trends in this piece. What jumped out at you when you first looked at it?
Yeah. You know what I thought was really interesting is how the source highlights like the sheer variety of ways to make money these days. You know, it's not just about getting a second job anymore. We're seeing a real shift towards the gig economy where you can leverage your skills, your time, even your stuff to bring in some extra cash.
Okay, let's unpack that. So the article starts off with kind of a classic strategy.
Yeah.
Selling your unused items.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll admit I've done my fair share of decluttering on eBay, but the sheer number of platforms they mentioned in the source was kind of mind-boggling.
I know, right? It seems like there's an app for everything these days.
Yeah.
You know, you've got Poshmark for fashion, Depop for vintage finds,
Wow.
even places to sell those unused gift cards.
Okay.
It's about finding the right platform for your items. And of course, good old Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace are still going strong for local sales.
Yeah, you know what caught my eye?
What's that?
They suggested selling unused gift cards.
Oh, yeah.
And I have to admit, I was a little skeptical at first. I was like, really?
Yeah.
But then I thought about it, and it makes sense. It's like turning that forgotten plastic into cash.
Absolutely. And, you know, it kind of highlights the fact that we often have hidden assets right under our noses.
That's true.
And that brings up another really crucial point.
Okay.
It's not just about getting rid of clutter.
Right.
It's about taking stock of what you have and then thinking creatively about how to turn it into income.
Okay, so what if you're not really looking to part with your, like, you know, prized possessions?
Right.
This source dives into the world of, like, offering services. And I have to say, some of these suggestions are pretty intriguing.
It's so fascinating to see how technology is changing, like reshaping how we work.
Yeah.
You've got those freelancing platforms like Upwork and Fiverr.
Oh, yeah, I've heard of those.
Yeah, they've just exploded in popularity.
Wow.
They connect people with like specialized skills to clients all over the world.
And then there's the rise of like those task-based platforms like TaskRabbit, where you can get paid for helping people with like everyday chores.
Oh, yeah.
I actually used TaskRabbit to assemble a bookshelf a while back. It was a total lifesaver. I was like, I cannot figure this out.
There you go. You've tapped into the gig economy yourself.
I guess so.
And that's a key point the source highlights, the immediacy of a lot of these gigs.
Right?
You can literally earn money today by offering a service that people need right now.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Like, think about it. You could offer babysitting, pet sitting, dog walking.
Oh, yeah.
There's always demand for those kinds of services.
Yeah, for sure. And speaking of immediacy, we can't forget about like the gig economy, the behemoth, delivery services, DoorDash, Uber Eats, Grubhub.
Right.
Seems like everyone's ordering in these days.
The accessibility of these platforms is a huge draw. You know, you can set your own hours, work at your own pace.
Right.
It's no wonder so many people are turning to them as a way to make extra cash.
Now, here's something I bet a lot of people haven't heard of. Microtasks.
Oh, yeah.
So the source mentions these platforms like Amazon Mechanical Turk, where you can complete these small tasks online for pay. We're talking things like data entry, image tagging, even taking surveys.
Wow.
It's like the ultimate side hustle for when you have those like spare moments when you're just scrolling on your phone anyway. Have you ever tried any of those?
I haven't personally, but I've heard they can be a good way to make some extra cash if you're strategic about it.
Okay.
You know, the key is to focus on the tasks that pay, like a decent rate for the time you put in.
Yeah.
Some tasks are just, you know, a few cents, but others can add up more quickly.
Okay, so we've talked about selling stuff, offering services, even completing those little micro tasks. But what about making money from things you already own?
Right.
The source calls this asset monetization.
Interesting.
And they use the example of like renting out a spare room on Airbnb.
Exactly. Airbnb is a classic example, but it goes way beyond that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, you could rent out your car on Turo or even specialized equipment like cameras or tools on platforms like Fat Llama.
Wow.
It's all about thinking outside the box and leveraging what you already have.
So let me throw this out to you.
Okay.
Imagine you have this like really fancy camera that's just sitting on the shelf, only used for like special occasions.
Yeah,
Could that be a potential source of income?
absolutely. That's what's so exciting about this concept of asset monetization.
Mm-hmm.
It encourages us to look at our belongings with fresh eyes and see the potential value they hold.
I love that. It's like a treasure hunt in your own home.
Exactly.
Okay, so before we move on, the source quickly mentioned a few other methods that kind of caught my attention.
Okay.
Things like doing online surveys, selling homemade crafts, and offering tutoring.
Right.
It just feels like the possibilities are truly endless.
It really speaks to the diversity of opportunities available.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a tech whiz or a business guru to make extra money.
Right.
It's about tapping into your interests, your
Yeah.
skills, what you're already good at.
So now for those who love a good deal and maybe have like a bit of an entrepreneurial streak, the source dives into this world of flipping. It sounds a little bit like a game show,
Yeah.
but I'm very intrigued.
Well, flipping is all about finding undervalued items, acquiring them at a low price
Wow.
and then reselling them for a profit.
Okay.
It can be anything from thrift store finds
Oh, wow.
to online deals. The key is to have an eye for value and know where to sell for maximum profit.
So I imagine it takes a certain level of knowledge and skill to be successful at flipping.
Yeah.
What are some of the key things people should keep in mind if they're interested in giving this a try?
Research is crucial.
Okay.
You need to understand the market, know what items are in demand, and be able to spot a good deal when you see one.
Right.
The source actually highlights the importance of focusing on specific product categories, like electronics or brand name clothing.
Mm-hmm.
Those tend to have higher resale value.
Okay, let's shift gears for a moment and talk about some of those like quick cash strategies that they kind of just throw in there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always up for a good life hack.
Me too.
So they mention things like cashback apps, selling rewards points,
Mm-hmm.
and even working odd jobs for your neighbors.
Right?
These are all great examples of just leveraging those everyday opportunities to bring in extra cash. I'll admit, I'm a big fan of cashback apps.
Yeah,
It's amazing how those small amounts can add up over time.
it's true.
And who hasn't wished they could turn those airline miles into cold, hard cash?
I know, right?
It's about being savvy
Mm-hmm.
and making the most of the resources that are available to you.
And sometimes those resources are right in your neighborhood.
Speaking of neighbors, I love the idea of working those like honeydew lists. There's always someone who needs help with yard work,
Oh, yeah.
minor repairs, or even just organizing their clutter.
It's a good reminder that opportunities are all around us,
Yeah.
even in the most mundane tasks.
So we've covered a lot of ground here,
We have.
from selling unused items to offering services to even exploring the world of flipping.
Absolutely.
It's clear that there's no shortage of ways to make money today.
Yeah, for sure.
But before we get ahead of ourselves, let's just pause for a moment and reflect on some of the key takeaways from this first part of our deep dive.
Okay. What strikes me is how many of these methods really rely on initiative,
Yeah.
and a bit of an entrepreneurial spirit.
Right.
It's not about just sitting back and waiting for opportunities to come to you. It's about going out and creating them.
That's such a great point. You're taking ownership of your financial well-being
Absolutely.
and exploring the different avenues to get there.
And, while a lot of these strategies can give you a quick influx of cash, the source also emphasizes building those more sustainable income streams.
Okay, so let's dive into some of those longer-term strategies.
Okay.
So the source mentions starting a mini business.
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on that? It feels like kind of a big step,
It does.
but also super exciting.
Yeah, it definitely requires more effort than, say, selling a few things on eBay.
Right.
But the potential rewards can be significant. And it doesn't have to be this huge, complicated venture either.
Right.
The source gives examples creating custom T-shirts,
Oh, cool.
personalized mugs, or even offering services like event planning or resume writing.
That's what I love about this idea.
Yeah.
It's about tapping into your passions and then finding a way to share them with the world.
Right.
I'm picturing someone who loves baking, turning their kitchen into this mini cupcake empire.
Exactly. And with the power of social media and online platforms these days,
Yep.
it's easier than ever to reach a global audience.
Okay, now this next one is for those who are really feeling ambitious. Real estate wholesaling.
Oh,
I have to confess, I'm not entirely sure what that even entails.
sure.
Can you break it down for us a little bit?
Yeah, so wholesaling basically involves finding those like undervalued properties,
Okay.
getting them under contract, and then assigning that contract to another buyer for a fee.
Wow.
Essentially, you're acting as like a middleman,
Okay.
connecting buyers and sellers, and profiting from the difference in price.
It sounds like a very high stakes game.
It can be.
What kind of skills or knowledge do you need to be successful at something like that?
You definitely need a good understanding of the real estate market,
Okay.
strong negotiation skills,
Mhm.
and the ability to spot potential deals.
Right.
The source also mentions the importance of networking
Okay.
and building relationships with those investors and buyers.
So it's not just about finding a good deal.
Right.
It's about having those connections and the know-how
Yeah.
to make it all happen.
Exactly. It's a more advanced strategy.
Right.
Might not be suitable for everyone, but it does have the potential for those significant returns.
Let's switch gears for a moment and talk about investing.
Okay.
So the source mentions this thing called micro-investing.
Yeah.
Which sounds very intriguing, especially for those of us who aren't exactly rolling in dough.
Right.
What's the lowdown on that?
It's a fantastic way to start building a portfolio, even if you only have small amounts to invest. You've got platforms like Acorns and Stash that allow you to invest spare change
Interesting.
or set up recurring investments with as little as a few dollars.
So you're saying you don't need a huge chunk of money to get started in investing?
Exactly.
That's pretty empowering.
It is. And what's great about these platforms is they often automate that investment process.
Okay.
So you don't have to be a financial expert to get started.
That's awesome. I definitely had to check those out. Okay, so let's talk about something a little closer to home.
Okay.
Literally, the source suggests exploring rental income opportunities in your own backyard.
Oh, interesting.
And I'm not just talking about renting out a spare room here.
Right. You could rent out a parking space,
Oh,
a storage unit, even unused attic or basement space.
really?
It's about looking at your property and thinking about potential income streams.
I'll admit I never even thought of renting out my attic space before.
Yeah.
But it makes sense, especially in urban areas where space is at such a premium.
Exactly. And, these types of rental opportunities,
Yeah.
they can provide a steady stream of passive income.
Now let's shift to something a bit more creative. So the source talks about crafting and selling your own unique creations.
Oh, that's fun.
It feels like the perfect blend of passion and profit.
It is. Platforms like Etsy have made it so easy for artisans and crafters to showcase and sell their handmade goods to a global audience.
Yeah.
Whether it's jewelry, home decor, or personalized gifts, there's a huge market for unique handcrafted items.
It's so inspiring to see people turning their creative talents into thriving businesses.
Absolutely.
And it taps into that growing desire for authentic, one-of-a-kind items.
Right. Consumers are definitely drawn to products that have a story.
Yeah.
Products that are made with love and care.
Okay, let's dive into the world of online marketing for a sec.
Okay.
So the source highlights affiliate marketing as a potential income stream.
Mm-hmm.
Can you shed some light on how that works?
Sure. So affiliate marketing basically involves promoting other people's products or services
Okay.
and earning a commission on any sales that are generated through your unique referral link.
Okay.
It's a great way to monetize your online presence, whether you have a blog,
Right.
social media following, or even just a network of contacts.
So essentially you're connecting people with products or services they might be interested in
Yeah,
and earning a commission for your role as kind of like a matchmaker.
exactly. And the beauty of affiliate marketing is you don't have to create your own products.
Right.
You don't have to handle any inventory.
Right.
You're simply recommending products that you believe in
Yeah.
and earning a commission for your efforts.
Okay, so this next one is for all the knowledge sharers out there.
Right.
Online courses and digital products.
Oh, yeah.
It feels like everyone is creating an online course these days.
It's a booming industry,
Yeah.
and for good reason.
Right.
Creating and selling online courses or digital products is such a fantastic way to share your expertise with a global audience
Yeah.
and generate passive income.
And the source mentions things like ebooks,
Right.
templates, printable designs. It's amazing how much potential there is to monetize your skills and creativity in the digital world.
It is. And once you've created that valuable digital product,
Right.
it can continue to generate revenue for years to come.
Wow.
It's a great way to build that sustainable income stream.
Okay, so let's wrap up this whirlwind tour of money-making methods with one final category. Side hustles that tap into your unique interests and skills. What are some examples that come to mind?
Well, we've already touched on several, but a few more that stand out.
Yeah.
Becoming a virtual assistant,
Okay.
offering social media management services,
Right.
or even providing personalized coaching or consulting.
I love that. It's about taking what you're already good at
Right.
and finding a way to turn it into a side hustle.
Exactly.
I'm picturing someone who loves organizing closets, offering their services as like a professional organizer.
There you go. And with the rise of remote work and the gig economy,
Yeah.
the possibilities are truly endless.
So we've explored a ton of strategies from like selling unused items to starting a mini business to even diving into the world of real estate.
It's been quite a journey.
It has. It's clear that the world of making money is just more diverse and accessible than ever before. But I have to imagine, like with all these different options, there are some common pitfalls or mistakes that people should watch out for, when they're trying to make money quickly. What are your thoughts on that?
Oh, you're absolutely right.
Yeah.
One of the biggest mistakes is jumping in without doing your research first.
Okay.
Whether you're selling items online, offering a service, or starting a side hustle,
Right.
it's crucial to understand the market, your target audience, and the competition.
Yeah, it's like trying to navigate a maze in the dark.
Exactly.
You need a map where you're just going to end up going in circles.
Another common mistake is underpricing your products or services.
Oh, yeah?
It can be tempting to go low to attract those customers.
Right.
But you also need to value your time and skills.
Yeah.
Do your research, compare prices, and don't be afraid to charge what you're worth.
Yeah. And I imagine it's easy to get discouraged if you don't see results right away.
It is.
So patience and persistence are key, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Building a successful side hustle or online business takes time and effort. Don't expect to see success overnight.
Right.
Focus on providing value, building relationships, and consistently showing up.
Okay, so as we wrap up this deep dive, what's like the one key takeaway you want our listeners to walk away with?
The most important thing to remember is that there is no one-size-fits-all approach to making money.
Right.
The best strategy is going to depend on your individual skills, resources, and goals.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Be resourceful, explore different options, and never stop learning.
Okay.
And most importantly, remember that you have the power to create your own financial success. It all starts with taking action.
I love that. It's not about finding the magic bullet, but about empowering yourself to explore the possibilities.
Exactly. And, the source we've been talking about today, it's a fantastic starting point for that exploration.
Well said.
Yeah.
All right, so let me throw this out to our listeners. If you had to pick just one strategy from this whole deep dive to try like today, which would it be and why? Head over to our social media and let us know. And that's a wrap on another deep dive. We hope you enjoyed exploring the many ways to make money today. Remember, it's all about creativity, initiative, and a little bit of hustle. Until next time, stay curious and keep those money-making gears turning.